is that, when Europeans colonized Africa, they hadn't discovered the wheel. There's no two-story buildings. There's no writing. There's no written language. Missionaries had to go to Africa in the last century and invent it for the African people because there's no recorded history. They didn't have writing.
So Egypt is not an.
This is Sierra Leone's oldest language, which is called the Manti Kute script. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But this is literally evidence of Africa having a written language before Europeans came. Now I know what y'all about to say, well, this is like a bunch of gibberish and stuff like that. But it was a written language, by definition, a written language. This is another written language called Nisibiti. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But this is another written language which was in Nigeria before Europeans came. Also, this is a two-story building in Ghana before the Europeans came. Proof right here. And one of the richest men, even European historians say he is the richest man that ever lived, came from West Africa. So how can you debate that? And also, as far as the will go, it was no reason for West Africa to create a will since the terrain in Africa, jungles and everything like that. They knew about the will for centuries because Middle East, and he never adapted it. It was no. And I know what y'all about to say. Oh well, the will wasn't just used for transportation. It was used for this, that, and that. Yes, but the first evidence of the will was for transportation. So that's the whole point on how they got it to be used for all this other shit. So it's just funny how Candace Owens knows so much about the white community, but she don't know nothing about her roots, the African community she came from. Like, her ancestors is from. It makes no sense. Know your history, man, because you can have a lot of people like Nick Fluna just saying all this goofy shit and not knowing what he's talking about.